Alabama said they had to get bigger up front, and they went out there and did that. We're going to talk to Shank about what it means to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. He knows all about that from his time at Alabama and the championships that he won playing for the Crimson Tide. Guys, like, subscribe, thumbs up. Let's get this conversation going. We're brought to you by Pearl River Resort. I'm sending Shank to Pearl River, by the way, so he can tell you guys all about how good it is there with the two amazing golf courses, Philip M. Steakhouse, Timeout Sports Lounge, table games and slots, musical acts, all that stuff as we roll. So let's get this party started. All right, there he is, Alphonse Taylor. He's Shank, Mick Gillespie. Good to see you, man. Welcome back.
Good seeing you too, man. It's been a while.
I know.
Happy to be back in the home studio.
I know. Welcome back home, man. It's the first thing I said to you.
Absolutely.
Well, let's get into some football right away. I thought that this was super interesting. Kane Womack comes out and says we were 14th in the SEC of 16 teams when it comes to like size at the line of scrimmage on the defensive side of the football. So they go out, they add 3 transfers over 300 pounds, and they got a lot bigger. And they have a bunch of depth up there too, like 15 scholarship guys in those positions. But I just thought right away, like he said, they were getting moved around at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
What does that mean, and why is that so difficult to deal with?
Man, because when you talk about controlling the line of scrimmage, that's a critical key component of winning football games.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're getting pushed around at the line of scrimmage, that means you can't stop the run, right? And it doesn't matter who you have on the back end if they're continuously getting those big-ass linemen put up on them because we can't eat up double teams up front. It makes it hard on those guys. It doesn't matter how good you are. I mean, you think back to some of the teams we had, and we had Ashawn Robinsons, Daron Paynes, and even further back, you think about that Terrence Cody era and guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, how good those linebackers were able to be because you had just big-ass dudes up front who ate up double teams and didn't allow those offensive linemen get their hands on their smaller guys on the back end. And so I think it's a great move by us. It's a huge move by us because we know we're going to be good on the back end of our defense. I mean, we got preseason All-Americans and Bray Hubbard and Xavier Brown out there, right?
Mm-hmm. And Keon Sabb, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so how do you help those guys on the back end? You create issues up front for that offensive line. And, you know what I'm saying, you control the line of scrimmage, which, in effect, takes away the run game from the offense. And so if we can do that, we're able to let our skilled guys be playmakers, you know? And so if we can eat up double teams in the middle and just kind of control the line of scrimmage, now you're letting those guys off the edge have some more free reign. They're able to get after the quarterback, right? We're able to push the pocket in the middle. And so effectively it all ties into our defensive scheme. And, you know, Kane Womack is huge on rallying to the ball, right?
Yeah.
Gang tackling. And it's pretty damn hard for a linebacker to get to the ball, and he has a 320-pound offensive lineman putting his hands on him.
Yeah, right.
And so by going out and getting these big guys up front.
Yeah, Devin Tompkins, Terrence Green, those dudes right there. I mean, that's like 600 and some pounds.
Which is crazy, and we need it.
Yeah.
And we need it. So now we're not getting pushed around up front, and we're creating stalemates you know what I'm saying? We're creating stalemates on the line of scrimmage. Now those linebackers are able to read their keys better.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to fill gaps better because they don't have big-ass linemen getting their hands on them, Mick. And so that's huge for us defensively, man. And, you know, if we're able to stop the run game and let those guys on the back end just kind of play their game with no worries, overall as a defense, it's only going to make us better. We were already going to be good defensively.
Yeah.
Because we got so many great guys returning on defense, right? And so now that we've got them some help up front, and on top of that, we've got depth up front, which is something we didn't necessarily have last year. I mean, Tim Keenan went down, and we were putting freshmen in the game.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
And so now that we've created that depth and we've gotten some size up front, it's going to allow our defense to take that next step and be even better than what they were last year.
Yeah, Desmond Yola Zulu, another one of those guys. You talk about depth pieces, right? For Alabama.
Absolutely.
You know, eh, Jeremiah Beeman coming back. You know, he should be another guy that can help you do that. And then open it up too for Yanze Pierre, Justin Hill, those guys to get
Right.
into the backfield and
Right.
wreak some havoc. One thing that Kane said was, like if and I thought about you, it's like he's like if you got two guys coming at you at 600 pounds of just pure weight. I mean, forget about the physicality, forget about the
Right.
whatever they do individually. But I mean, you've dealt with this before.
Yeah. And on top of that, and me as an offensive line coach, something I tell my guys all the time is to take care of the down guys first. Take care of the first level first. And what that means is if we're not able to block the first level guys first, right? We can't even worry about those linebackers. And so for us, with us bringing in these big ass dudes, and they're going to be wreaking havoc at the initial punch on the line of scrimmage, those offensive linemen aren't even going to be able to worry about the linebackers.
Yeah, right.
And, you know what I'm saying? And the thing that I like about it the most, it creates issues in the pass game as well.
Yep.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you leave that center alone with a damn 300 pounder, and all right, now he's getting pressure up the middle of the pocket and he's pushing that pocket. They're not going to be able to send double teams to our guys off
Yep.
the edge. Now those guys off the edge are going to be able to work their moves and collapse that pocket from the outside. We're collapsing it from the inside.
Yeah.
And it's going to create problems overall. And so in return, you're going to probably see us force more turnovers.
Hmm.
We're going to get more coverage sacks. Just because offensive linemen aren't going to be able to double team our outside guys, and they're going to have to worry about those big guys in the middle.
Yeah, Terrence Green and London Simmons. I mean, you're talking about two dudes, 300 pounds plus, right? And then Edric Hill's another guy to kind of keep an eye on up front. It's a good rotation of guys. Kendrick Bigley Jones, who's a 6-year guy now.
Yeah.
Faga, another guy to keep an eye on. Caleb Smith, Henry. I mean, like I like the idea of Bama being able to rotate up front on the defensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure when you guys were playing, the teams that had a lot of really good depth were harder to defend because you got more fresh players in there constantly.
Absolutely. I mean, because when you think about it, the closest team you can look at that's like a carbon copy of those old Saban teams. Look
Mhm.
at Georgia.
Yeah,
Like, look how many guys they're able to rotate in
yeah,
and still play on a high level. So for us to have that opportunity now, be able to rotate these guys in up front, not only are we bigger up front, but now we're fresher going through 4 quarters of football. Now that starting group is not just dying off performance wise in the fourth quarter because they're taking every damn rep, right?
yeah,
And so rotation is huge, especially on defense. I mean, offensive line wise, I mean, usually the 5 guys you put out there to start the game are the 5 that's going to end the game. But it's not like that on defense, man. They got to have fresh bodies. Got to have your first and second down guys, and you got to have those third down guys who are able to create havoc up the middle and allow your guys off the edge to create havoc as well. And so, they talk about our recruiting class and what we're doing and not doing. And
hmm,
so, like we said from the jump, Mick, we're going out and getting guys that are going to improve our team right away.
yeah,
And
hmm,
so it might not be the 4 and 5 stars that everybody wants to see, but we're trying to create a winning culture right now. We're trying to get to a point where we're winning ball games right now.
yeah.
And by going out and getting those type of guys, we're putting ourselves in a position to succeed.
When you look at some of the freshman giants that Alabama has, how hard is it for those guys to get on the field? Like Malik Franklin, be one of those guys who's a freshman, and they said that they're not really going to have to rely on freshmen too much, right?
Right.
But I even looked down the depth chart, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I know Franklin's a young guy, and who knows if we're really even going to see him, right? But
Right.
he's somebody that to keep an eye on at 6'6", 275. Corey Howard Jr. 6'6", 288. Nolan Wilson 6'5", 285. And it also kind of shows the shift that they're making at the line of scrimmage because
Right.
it felt like we went from having big guys like Terrence Cody,
Right.
Mount Cody, I mean Shank, it's some of the great all-time nicknames, to where maybe we were smaller, but we were faster. But then when you play against Indiana and Georgia and teams that could run the football,
Right.
you just get worn down.
Right. I mean, we're at a point now where you just got to kind of have that perfect balance. I mean, For us, I mean, on the back end of our defense, we're fast. We have smaller guys, you know what I'm saying? It's not your big ass safeties that come downhill, right?
Hmm.
And our linebackers can get sideline to sideline. And so, with that being said, with those type of guys on the back end of your defense, you can have those big ass guys up front. And we say we're not going to rely on freshmen right now, Mick, but I mean, with 9 SEC games, we're not going to come out of this unscathed.
Yeah.
Like, there are going to be injuries, there are going to be nicks and bruises. And so, there's going to come a time where those freshmen are going to have to step up and get some playing time and be thrown into that fire. And so, while it may look like right now they're lower on the depth chart and they won't get any playing time, I mean, we thought that last year, right?
Hmm.
And Tim Keenan goes down and we're putting in a freshman to replace him. And so you never know, man, especially as physical as our schedule is and the type of teams you play in the SEC, everybody's bruisers. Everybody's going to be big up front. Everybody's going to come at you, right? And so injuries are going to happen. And so for us to have the depth that we have now going into this season, it kind of puts me at ease a little bit, because now we're able to rotate guys in, and it's not going to just absolutely hurt our chances, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so, I mean, damn, 6'6", 275 as
Some
a
big
freshman,
dudes. Yeah.
that's big as hell.
Yeah. And they haven't been through the weight program.
Exactly.
Steve Bola, Boom was another guy that I can't wait to see, in this defense too.
Right.
And I feel like and we'll talk about the offense, I don't feel like there's as many questions on the defense. And the defensive line is pretty stout. It's bigger.
Yep.
Obviously, they went out and they got the transfers from big programs that have playing time. And then you got the freshmen and then the kind of the guys that you expected. And then the secondary, I mean, you talked about, that's where all the leadership is.
Right.
Secondary, I mean, even some of the guys that are on second team, you're like, okay, yeah. I mean, just running through the list, right? Like Xavier Brown, and then transfer Carmelo O'Neal, who came from Mercer, pretty good player. Dijon Lee, and then Jordan Edmonds behind him. I mean, that's pretty good backup. Red Morgan at the Husky spot, and I love Chuck McDonald. I mean, like, talk about another beast, right?
Yeah.
And Keon Sabb, Bray Hubbard at safety with Xavier Mincy and Jair Edwards behind those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of depth there.
Yeah.
And so you know that the secondary and leadership too. You if the secondary isn't leading this team, I think we're in trouble. But I think that the defense, even with all the changes at linebacker, is what is going to have to carry Alabama early. I mean, it's just my assessment.
No, I'm with you on that. And I mean, even when I was there, man, our defense is really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were still trying to figure out things offensively early on. Yeah, we had our QB battle going on. I mean, we were pretty secure at the running back spot, but offensively, I mean, our offensive line was kind of pieced together that 2015 year. I was a new starter. We had Dominique Jackson on the right side of me, who was a new starter.
Right.
At the left guard spot, we had Ross Piercebacher, who was a new starter.
Yeah. Turned out to be an awesome player.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
but you guys also had Kelly at center, and that was so big, man.
That was a huge.
I mean, he may be one of the greatest centers Alabama's ever had, right?
Easily, that's without a question. I'll put him up against anybody. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at the guys he followed after as well. I mean, William Vlahos, Barrett Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he got to watch some of the best at their position while he sat on the side and waited his turn, right? And I think with us having so much depth, these freshmen on the defensive line will be able to do that as well. It'll give them a chance to see the speed of the game, catch up to the speed of the game, and kind of understand the type of effort and toughness that it takes to play SEC football. And so with us having a great defense, that kind of takes some of the pressure off the offense, man. It's just like, you don't have to come out and be perfect. One thing Saban always used to say is just like, if you end a play in an incompletion, you know what I'm saying, or we end a drive and a kick, that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we're not turning the ball over.
Yeah, right.
Because you still have the opportunity to flip the field and get a defense a great chance to go out there and get a stop.
Let me give you the names that were going against you in practice every day, because this is pretty crazy, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, your defensive end, Ashawn Robinson, backed up by Jonathan Allen, which is crazy. And Jonathan Allen's, I've said this before, I've never met him, but he's one of my all-time favorite Alabama players.
Ever.
God, I loved him.
One of the greatest ever.
DJ Petway behind him. Nose guard, Darian Lake, Deron Payne.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive end, Jaron Reed, Delvin Tomlinson, and then Deshaun Hand is your third string guy. I mean, come on, man. It's
And
pretty
all those
crazy, right?
guys are freakishly
I
strong,
mean, come
dog.
on.
All of those guys were freakishly strong. And
Dylan
so,
Lee was your outside linebacker
yeah,
with Rashawn Evans behind him.
yeah,
Christian Miller, the third string guy.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
dude, what was practice like?
Oh, it was a dog fight every day. It was a dog
Who
fight
did you
every
hate
day.
going up against?
Uh, I would say probably Ashawn Robinson, just because he came in as a freshman, like already built like he was a 3-year starter in the SEC.
Right.
Like, dude's just a tank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just and he eats up double teams, and he's just strong as hell. So I used to hate going against him. I used to hate John Allen as well. Like, we'll go out there and we'll run trap, and I'll probably catch John that first time and get him good, and after that he kind of expects it, right? And so I go to trap him, and he takes that shoulder and put it in my chest, and it's just like a damn brick wall. It's thrown into my chest. It knocks all the wind out of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I absolutely hated Deshaun Hand. Why? Because he was freakishly strong and his arms were so damn long.
Right.
And so if you went to trap him, he could literally like put an arm out, stop you with one arm, and press you back into the hole.
Wow.
And it's just like when you go against guys like that, you got no choice but to get better, man. I know you know the saying, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
And you go against a list of guys like that, it's just ridiculous. But
The Mike linebacker was Reggie Ragland, right?
oh,
Sean Dion Hamilton behind him. And then the Will linebacker was Reuben Foster, who's a legend at Alabama.
Yeah.
And then Keith Holcomb, man, that was a dude, man. He
Yeah.
he was a good athlete too.
yeah, two-sport guy.
Yeah,
Played
two-sport.
baseball
I
as
know.
well.
So I was going to say, I think I called some of his baseball games
Yeah,
when
man.
he was
But I
playing
mean,
ball.
you look at that defense, like I was saying, we were big as hell up front, but on the back end, we had guys that could run. I mean, Reuben Foster, y'all seen him play. He
Yeah.
could fly sideline to sideline.
Yeah,
I've never seen a guy like hit stick people going sideways.
that's crazy.
Like, usually when hit sticks happen, you know what I'm saying, they're getting downhill. I
Mhm.
remember that USC game where the damn quarterback decided he was gonna run, right? And Ruben just comes flying and never squares him up, hits him sideways and just flips him. And I'm just like, that is just the most violent,
Mhm.
explosive person I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And you know, I ain't gonna lie, me and Ruben used to have some brother-in-law contracts going on at practice, dog. You know, lucky for me, he used to deal with the little neck issue, you know what I'm saying? And so we get the practice team run, and we make it look good. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
get to the second level, I put hands on him, but if it was an outside run, I ain't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Just because he could fly, like I'd probably get there and he's there 1 second and gone the next, man. And it's just, but that defense was insane.
Denzel Duvall was the jack with Ryan Anderson, our buddy Ryan,
Stout,
behind him. Yeah.
stout.
Tim
Oh.
Williams behind him. That's pretty deep right there.
And it's just, it is deep, but the thing about it, man, is just like the versatility in that defense.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause you had big ass guys in the middle. They'd put Ashawn Robinson in the middle. They'd put Jan Reed, Deron Payne. And then, you know what I'm saying, you go passing package, you got damn Tim Williams coming off the edge.
Yep.
They'd have Ron coming off the edge. They'd move Rashad Evans down. He's coming off the
Right.
edge. And that just makes for a long day of practice, man, because it gets to a point you're looking at damn crystal ball like, the hell you want me to do? You got damn 4-4 and 4-5 guys coming off the edge.
Yeah.
I can only offer so much help from the guard spot, dog.
Think about the secondary too. Cyrus Jones, Marlon Humphrey were your corners.
Sick.
Eddie Jackson and Geno Smith, safety, free safety, and then maybe arguably Saban's favorite player. I don't know, but Minka Fitzpatrick was your nickel guy, your star.
Oh, yeah.
Tony Brown behind him. Lee, man.
And just all those guys you name were just, you know, in football, people usually like to make corners, make tackles, right? But one thing about our corners, they were never scared to tackle anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that LSU game, we're going against Leonard Fournette, and damn, Geno Smith is getting downhill, like, right away.
Yeah.
And he's tackling down Leonard Fournette for either tackle for a loss or a 1-yard gain.
Jeez.
And he's the only man out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
when Fournette knew, he ran his mouth. That's when he knew that it was going to be the type of day he wanted.
Absolutely. Because, I mean, like we said, we had big-ass guys in the middle, so he never stood a chance running in between the tackles.
That is nuts.
He had to bounce everything, and thing about it is, our corners, they knew we'd rally to the ball, and so they'd get there and they'd wrap their ass up, and then you got, you know what I'm saying, you got Reuben Foster flying that way, you got Dylan Lee flying that way. It's just, and like once that first got there, you got about 2 seconds before the cavalry's coming,
Yeah, right.
man, and I think that.
How does this defense do that stuff though? Like, how do they get to that point?
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I was going to say. Like, this defense has that opportunity now
Mm-hmm.
because with bigger guys up front, now you're shutting down the in between tackle run because, you know what I'm saying, they're going to press the holes, they're going to eat up double teams, and now you're allowing you're allowing the other guys to rally to the ball and make tackles. You know what I'm saying? And so if that first guy gets there, hold them up, and the cavalry comes in, now we're talking about more forced turnovers because first guy holds them up, second guy comes in, punches it out.
And that's what they want to do too. I mean, that's kind of part of the swarm defense. The linebacker position is the one that I think has the biggest question marks. Caleb Woodson transferred from Virginia Tech, so we don't really know him. Luke Metz is a guy that they, got out of high school, came in, and people love this dude. Like, I mean, just kind of like an animal. QB Reese, I love QB because he did our channel. So, but he's been surprised a lot of people with how good he's been at the linebacker spot. And Abdul Sanders is another one of those like elite prospects that they got out of high school. But I'd say of the defensive line, or the defense, not the line, but the defense in general, the linebacker spot's the one that's the biggest question to me. I don't think it doesn't feel the same as offense.
Right.
And we'll talk about that. But if that's what your biggest concern is, I mean, I think you're doing all right.
Yeah, and I mean, going back to putting big dudes on that defensive line, getting size up front is going to help those young guys out tremendously. Why? Because they're going to be able to see things better. It's hard to see what's going on when you got damn big-ass offensive linemen in your face, right?
Yeah.
So when you got those big dudes up front, not allowing those offensive linemen to get off the line and get to your second level, now those linebackers have a better vision. They're able to make their reads better, their read keys, they're on top of it, and they're able to get sideline to sideline and get downhill depending on what they need to do. And I think with the depth, our defense is so deep, and then on the back end with those DBs and safeties, it's going to kind of help those linebackers out a lot, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about us dropping in the zone and everything that we do defensively. If we're able to control the middle of the line of scrimmage and collapse the pocket from the edges, those linebackers are going to be just fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to have a perfect defense, but like you said, if our only question mark on defense is our linebackers, then we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
As long as they're able to get downhill and make for sure tackles and make tackles in space, even if they do give up a completion.
Right.
Man, I mean, give up completion 2-3 yards. I mean, Reggie Ragland was damn 250 playing linebacker. But when he dropped in the damn zone coverage, I mean, I remember that Georgia game where a guy makes a catch on him and Reggie closes the distance like that and jars the ball loose. You know what I'm saying? Just absolutely obliterates the guy against Georgia. And so if our linebackers are able to do stuff like that, man, and just grow and continue to grow and learn the game and get used to the speed of the game, those first couple games, I mean, we're in for a great season.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things I didn't like last year, I mean, I saw, when you watch every game and sometimes 2 or 3 times, it felt like Damani Jackson and specifically, but sometimes other guys didn't attack the edge runs like you got to attack it, right? And I just don't see that being an issue this year with this group, right? If everybody stays healthy, obviously, but
right. And on top of that, man, with us getting better offensively with running the ball, that's gonna make us better defensively as well,
right?
Because now we see it at practice. We go back to iron sharpening iron.
Right.
I mean, our defense was so damn good at stopping the run when I was there because you had us up front, you had damn Derrick Henry, and you had Kenyon Drake who'd come in and get on the edge.
There he is, right there on the statue.
So I think offensively we got kind of that same thing. We got a 1-2 punch at running back. We got a new offensive line. We got an offensive line coach and a tight end coach who's used to coaching offensive line.
And a dedication to it now.
Absolutely.
But they got the SEC education now.
Yeah.
And not that Kane hadn't been around it, but Grubb certainly and DeBoer certainly hadn't played in the SEC, and you got to be able to run the football. And look, the Big Ten's running the football a lot now.
Right. Right. I
And
mean,
they've
'cause
gotten better.
at the end of the day, man, it's defense and run game.
Hmm.
You know, and you're gonna get your big plays in the passing game.
Right.
There's a time and place for the passing game, but I mean, you look at the playoffs and then you look at the national championship between Miami and Indiana, and you got two big ass offensive lines who are running the ball, and it's all about
Right.
controlling time of possession.
Yeah.
And I think one of our best halves of football last year was against Georgia. That first half of football was perfect
Yeah.
football to me.
Yep. Yep.
Why? Because we were okay with getting 2-3 yards around.
Yep.
Why? Because we made them line up again,
Yeah.
and we snapped the ball again, and we converted on third down. And that's what you have to do,
Yeah.
man. That's how you control games. You want to keep your defense off the field and get them rest. Well, you have to be okay with damn 3 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Every play is not going to be a big play.
Right. But you got to be dedicated to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It can't be something that you throw us a bone on first down and run the ball, then you throw the ball 2 times in a row, and now we're at a 3-and-out.
Yeah. Right. Right.
And
Well, let's talk offense. First, though, I want to remind you guys that it's 25% off right now when you use the promo code Bama Tailgate at New Life Art. You got your crispy screen. It's right there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, but I mean, what did you say? Like one for the fat boys? It's
one for the fat boys, man.
These things are so cool, though.
I'm telling you, every damn offensive lineman in the country was watching that, just salivating, just the pure envy and joy for him, dog. It was ridiculous.
I love these Daniel Moore prints. I mean, you got some now. I got some.
Yeah.
Every time you see them, it's like it just brings back that memory that you have from the moment. Sometimes when you're at the game, sometimes for you games that you played in, which is like that whole picture up there with Coker in it.
Yeah, that Kenyon Drake Daniel Moore sitting over my fireplace at the house right now.
Yeah, got your ring.
Got the ring sitting right next to it, dog. All my players get to come in and see all that.
They try them on and stuff.
Yeah, I let them, man. I let them. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them are Auburn fans, so they'll never know what that feels like.
I hate that. I hate that for those guys. Well, let's switch gears and talk about the offense because, I mean, here we are. I mean, 3 days of camp in.
Right.
And Ryan Grubb comes out and he's like, we're going to pick the quarterback, which is either going to be Keelan Russell or Austin Mack. And everybody on here knows Austin Mack came with this crew from Washington.
Right.
He's no slouch, right?
Oh.
Ryan Coleman Williams called him the human playbook, which I think is a huge compliment for a quarterback. And I asked Coker, like, why is that important? And he's like, hey, this and knowing where everybody's supposed to be,
Right.
Helping out, picking up who the linebacker is, the Mike guy on whatever plays, and all that stuff. The just to handicap this a little more, for Mac, is the fact that you only have 2 guys coming back that were starters, right? Michael Carroll on the offensive line, and then Ryan Coleman Williams, although Latsier Brooks felt like a starter to me.
Right.
And you got guys with experience, but this offensive line has never played together. Who's going to benefit more by having experience on the offensive line? Probably Keelan, just because, we expect him as a sophomore, not to have a grasp of what Austin Mack has. But then, we all know that Russell has just amazing talent.
Yep.
So with that said, I mean, right now, 3 practices in, knowing that after the second scrimmage, they're going to pick who the quarterback is. How do you assess this?
Oh, man. I mean,
it's a tough one, isn't it?
It is a tough one. It is a tough one. And I mean, calling the quarterback the human playbook, that is the ultimate compliment.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, you're talking about the thing about it, man, you're able to get out there and get guys lined up and be able to execute efficiently. That puts pressure on the defense. Right?
Yeah,
and
certainly.
And so one of the things that as a coach I'm learning is that tempo is the great equalizer. Man.
Right.
Tempo is the great equalizer. So if you're able to get out there and get lined up quick and get that ball snapped when the defense is still trying to get through their calls,
right,
that helps your offense tremendously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you can get guys in spots you know where they're supposed to be. But also what helps your offense tremendously is having a talented guy quarterback like Keelan Russell, who was able to make those throws off timing.
Or get out of the pocket, too.
Get out of the pocket, which Austin Mack has that ability as well.
That's what they say, yeah.
And so, I mean, it's tough, man. It's a tough decision to make. But my thing is who's gonna add to the run game? I want to know who's gonna
Right.
add to the run game. You know what I'm saying?
Their
Like,
offense was a lot better with, I mean, look, as great as Ty Simpson was,
yeah,
the offense itself
yeah,
was better with Milroe just because of his running ability. Because
absolutely.
once he left, we couldn't run the ball anymore.
No, we couldn't, and I mean that just absolutely killed us, man. Because you know, I honest to God, man, thought after that LSU game where we just ran the ball down their
Me
throat in the
too.
rain the whole time, I thought Milroe was gonna be a Heisman winner.
Yep, so did I.
And we just kind of went away from the run after that game for
Yeah.
whatever reason. It
He
just
he would run like that, and then like then he'd have the games like the Michigan game in
yeah,
the playoff, where it's like it's like he was tentative.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And I don't know if he was injured or what, but I mean the LSU games that he had were like record book games.
absolutely,
You remember
absolutely.
the one run he had? He's like ran this way,
Uh huh.
and then all of a sudden just took off that way, and
He
it
was
looked
so
like
fast.
he looked like a bat out of hell. I mean, like he was just like
The human rocket,
yeah,
man. The
yeah.
human rocket. And you know what I'm saying? But as tough as the QB decision is going to be, man, I want to see if Grubb is going to stick to his word when he said they're going to revive the run game. Because we know,
Mhm.
like I was just saying, if we want to be a great football team, we have to be able to run the ball.
Right.
There's no way around it. Because I think back on some of the games we lost last season, it's because we got picked on in the run game. We got bullied up front,
Yeah.
and teams were able to run the ball on us. And then in return, we weren't able to return that gesture, and it kind of put the defense in a tough spot. And because even though they were bend don't break, I mean, having to line up and snap the ball again and play another defensive snap, that starts to wear on you,
Yeah.
man, especially when teams are able to run the ball on you. And so I think for us to be better offensively, we're gonna have to take that same antidote and add it to our style of play.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to be able to make defenses line up again, snap it one more time.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make
Yep.
them we're gonna have to make them defend the run. We're gonna have to make them you know what I'm saying? Make tackles in between the tackles. We're gonna have to make them go side to side because once you do that, now you're talking about your passing game is opened up tremendously, right?
Right.
And one thing a defense doesn't want to do, they don't want to get the ball ran on them damn 8 times out of 15 snaps on a possession, then have to go defend the pass. Why? Because they're gassed, Mick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're able to run the ball consistently and you commit to that, now the defensive line up front doesn't have the energy to get after the quarterback.
Right.
And that allows whoever we put back there at quarterback, it gives them time. We're able to create clean pockets up front
Right.
because we just been leaning on that defense the entire time. I mean, the corners who are having to come up and make tackles, they're not able to be as good in pass defense because they're having to come up and hit running backs and
Yeah.
take on offensive lineman blocks and take on fullback blocks and tight end blocks the entire time. And so it's just one of those things that the SEC is such a physical league that it has to go both ways.
Hmm.
Like,
What I asked Mike this, I asked you this last year, Mike Johnson, who obviously is on the channel a lot. What happened with the offensive line last year? The talent was there. I mean, you got Caden Proctor, who's in the crispy screen print right there. He's was a first round pick.
yeah,
You had a center, Parker Brailsford, who's as good
right,
of a center as that the SEC had. I mean, he was
right.
really, really good in the NFL now. You had pieces, right? Michael Carroll was on that team last year. But it didn't work. And I don't know why. And I'm just curious as a coach of this, what happened?
I don't think we were committed to building a culture. Excuse my language if kids are listening, cover their ears. We just weren't committed to building a culture of being tough ass motherfuckers
Yeah,
up front.
right, right, right.
And
And that's what you learned at Alabama.
and that's what I learned. You know, was I one of the best guys on the offensive line? Hell no. But was I a tough ass motherfucker? You bet I was.
Yeah,
And you know what I'm saying? Every time you lined up against me, I'm trying to finish the block.
yeah,
I'm trying to dump you off. I want a pancake every chance I get.
yeah,
Man, I just feel like we were missing that kind of culture offensive line wise
yeah.
last year. And you just look at some of the things we did in short yardage, man, just all the fucking trick plays, man.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
the
like
sweep at Indiana with 4th and 1 or
like
in
crazy.
that
Like
Rose Bowl.
our 360-pound left tackle's best play was handing him the ball.
Yeah,
It wasn't like
that's what
a
Coco
block in the
said.
run game or anything like that.
Coco
Hi- hi-
said that.
His best play was handing him the
He
ball,
said,
and
as
it
much
just
as I like the Krispy
yeah,
Kreme,
yeah, and
let's
it's
just
just
see. Let's just go head on with these guys.
right,
But
right.
it seemed like the timing was off. It just seemed like they were always out of sync. And then as it got worse, things got worse.
Yeah, man, and I mean that's partly because we won't commit to running the ball, Mick,
Hmm.
and I think you know what I'm saying. Part of building that culture and running the ball on people is that you build that attitude, you build confidence in who you are as a unit, right? And but if we're consistently passing the ball, at some point that tells the offensive lineman just like we're not trusted to handle this.
Right.
We're not trusted on 3rd and 1. We're not trusted on 4th and 1. If we got to get back there and run a damn jet sweep, you
Yeah, I
know, I
know.
get it. Everybody wants to be a scheme guy. Everybody wants to be a formation guy. But the thing about it and what I loved about Lane Kiffin in my time there at Bama is just like, who gives a shit if they know we're running the ball? Like, who cares? We'll tell them we're running the ball and where we're running it, but they still got to stop it.
Yeah, and that's what Indiana did so well.
Yeah, exactly.
And like they were kind of like, oh, we said that. Well, they didn't surprise anybody, you know. Yeah, but they just punched us right in the mouth. Like,
Yeah.
here it comes. What are you going to do about it? You
And
know?
I feel like our offensive line just had no swagger about them
Yeah,
last
right.
year. Like they had no attitude, no swagger. Like there was nobody on the offensive line that, you know what I'm saying, you would line up in fear because they were just tough ass SOBs that
Yeah,
would just
yeah,
put their hands on you and just and just drive your face in the dirt.
yeah,
And I feel like that's what we were missing up front. And you have to have that attitude and swagger about you.
yeah,
It's like it's part of who you are as a player in the trenches overall. You know, they always say like, "Oh, the D linemen are the tough guys," and they always have the swagger. Who said offensive linemen aren't supposed to be that way?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember them the LSU game, we had King Drake the ball and he's running behind me, and I took that linebacker and I drove his ass 20 yards. Like I whooped his ass so bad he pulled my helmet off, Mick. And like I knew then, oh, it's gonna be a long day for you, buddy. You
What'd you
know,
say to him?
I ain't say nothing, man. I turned around and I beat my chest and I let him know that I was there. And we took that extra 15 on top of the big run that we had. And
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
like
right.
that's the type of stuff you got to do, man. Like you
Yeah,
got to be like you got to be relentless on the
yeah, yeah,
offensive
right.
line.
Yeah,
You know, you got to
yeah,
get after people. Like you got to put your body on them. I don't give a damn if they do call the holding on it.
yeah,
I'm gonna hold your ass again.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because to me, holding is an effort penalty.
right.
That's you trying to get after somebody and be nonstop. And that's what we were missing last year, man. It's just like we got too pretty offensively. We weren't letting the big guys be the big guys. It's just like, why didn't we run the ball behind Caden Proctor more?
Yeah,
It's just like 360 pounds at left tackle.
I know.
I mean, put a tight end next to him, run freaking duo. You know what I'm saying? Get some double teams going, get
Right.
bodies on bodies, and let's go. And
Yeah,
so until we find that commitment to the run game again, we're not gonna have that swagger up front.
yeah,
But I feel like we're heading in the right direction
yeah,
because you know who was mean last year every time he got a chance?
yeah. Michael
Michael
Carroll.
Carroll.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that, and that's
Michael
why
Carroll.
he's a he's already, I'm guessing, the leader of the offensive line. We know he's going to be at right guard. Some battles, but I mean, is it Javian James or Nick Brooks, the two transfers,
Yeah.
Mississippi State, Texas? They said they're going to take the best 5, right? Which is good. Jackson Lloyd at left tackle, Will Sanders at left guard is kind of what our projections are. Rayson Delgetti at center. I don't think that. I think he's got that job, right? And then you
Absolutely.
got Ty Haywood, who's back. I'm glad to see him. I
Yeah.
hope he's big, man. Casey Poe's another guy. I mean, they got some depth, Tyrell Miller,
Yeah.
but going into like the start of practice, when you're 3 practices in, you've been through these battles before. You got an idea of who should be where or what you think it's going to turn out to be. How do you put yourself from second or third team to first team?
I know for me, man, like originally in 2014, when I was part of that position battle trying to get a starting spot, I would worry about messing up a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would worry about messing up a lot, and that didn't allow me to play fast. It didn't allow me to play physical
Mm-hmm.
because I was always concerned if I was doing the right thing. And so, if you're a guy fighting for a spot, even if you're doing things wrong, whoever you put your hands on, just try to murder them. Just try to murder them
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you know coaches, they can correct. You know what I'm saying? Scheme mistakes. They can
Right.
correct mistakes on plays. But one thing coaches can't correct, that's effort and toughness.
Yeah.
Like that has to be in you. That has to come from the player. And so if I see an offensive lineman, you know what I'm saying? I'm an O-line coach now, and if I see one of my guys who don't really know what's going on and make a mistake on the play, but he gets his hands on somebody and he just absolutely mauls that
Mm-hmm.
person, I'm just like, you know what? I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that every
You
time.
want the physicality.
Absolutely, because
Yeah.
once I get you in the right spot, it's only gonna make us that much better.
I like to hear that.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
so if you're one of those guys fighting for a spot, just be a mauler. Just every time you turn on film, like there should be clips of you just absolutely trying to murder somebody to the point where you're damn near coming to a fist fight.
Yeah.
And you know they say play into the whistle blown. Whereas the offensive lineman, shit, give them 2 more punches after the whistle. Like let them know you're there. Like, and that's what it takes, and that's how you build that swagger about yourself.
Right.
Because
Right.
it gets to
They
a
hate to
point.
see you coming.
Exactly. They hate to see you coming.
Yeah.
It's just like team run where we go trap guys, trap John Allen.
Yeah.
Tell John Allen as I'm coming at you all day. They're like, we're gonna do this over and over. Now, were there times where he got me? Absolutely. He
Yeah.
was an All-American.
He got a lot
me.
of people.
Exactly. But when I got him, I let him know about it. I let him know about it. And that's the way we gotta be, man. Like
Right.
we just gotta go after people. You know what I'm saying? We can't be pretty. It's not pretty in the trenches.
Mm-mm.
You know, we're not lining up just to be a pass pro team. When you get a chance to run the ball, it should be like damn Christmas in the fall, man. It's just like, oh my God, I get to put my hands on somebody and just absolutely make them do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like,
You want those 15 play drives where you run it every time.
yes, man, because like for me, Mick, man, one of the best things about playing football, and I feel like every guy in the trenches to feel this way, is putting your hands on another grown man and making him go wherever you want him to go. Like he has no say so about it. Like once I put my hands on you,
Once I got you,
and I initiate this block, oh, you're mine, and you're gonna go where I tell you to go. And you don't. This ain't a discussion. We're not debating it. You know what I'm saying? Either I'm gonna drive you or I'm gonna take you and bury you in the dirt.
Yeah, Kane Womack used the term "mass kicks ass" yesterday. I figured you'd like that.
I love it because they always say mass moves mass, man.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And so with those big 300+ pounders, they're automatically strong as hell, Mick. Automatically strong as hell. And then you get them into that SEC conditioning, which Coach Bo is doing a great job. I mean, with those guys. And so it's the truth, man. You know, you got to have big guys up front to stop other big guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, handicap the quarterback race. Who's going to get it and why?
Me personally, I've been hearing Keelan Russell's our guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm perfectly good with it. Why? Because he's the highest recruited guy that's ever came through Bama in history. And I don't think that you put a guy like that on the sidelines and you're going to keep him.
Yeah, right. Plus, you're hearing he's a super playmaker.
Yeah, yes, he is. I mean, anybody that watches him play, man, we seen him in the spring game and things he was able to do. I mean, he has that run ability as well if he wants to. But the thing I love about him the most is just like when he gets out of the pocket, you don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Because he has that ability.
Yeah, kind of that Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and he has the arm talent to make throws off base. Like once he's out of the pocket and rolling out, his head's still downfield.
Yeah.
And I mean, he can damn
that twitch too. You know,
got it.
Yeah,
he has it, man.
I think so. I honestly I felt like that, especially after his performance at the AveD game. The biggest concern to me, and Ryan Grubb mentioned it in his press conference, he felt like he was doing a better job of protecting the football. And that's just young players in general, right? Like, protect the ball. Because if you're protecting the ball, then with this defense, make the other team go the distance to score on you.
Exactly.
And if they're as good as I think they're going to be early, and especially against the competition, right? You should be able to stop East Carolina. You should be able to go down and stop Kentucky, and you should be able to stop Florida State. Now, these are all teams that if you don't do the things you need to do, they'll beat you.
Absolutely.
All three of them, and that's how the entire schedule is. Besides Chattanooga, I would say.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think us as a team, we're not in a place to feel like we can just walk in and beat anybody.
Yeah, they ain't like that anymore.
Like every damn game needs to be a playoff game for us. Like we have to approach the work week like, all right, guys, it's either win or go home here.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something we did. That's something we did well during my time at Bama.
Right.
It didn't matter who we played. Like we weren't skipping Tennessee Chattanooga week to game plan other teams that we have the next week. It just like we were all in on who we were playing that week. And that's what made us so good. And on top of that, we managed success well. You know, we weren't happy with just putting a few points on the board. Like it was to a point where the coaches had to call us off. Like we weren't taking it easy just because we were beating up on Tennessee Chattanooga. Like we were trying to beat their ass and let them know like there's a difference here, man. Like
right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a reason we are who we are. And until we get that mentality back and just want to go out and just absolutely beat the hell out of everybody, you know, we still have some room to grow.
You weren't there for the famous shit through a tin horn game, right? The 2011 45-21 Georgia Southern game.
No.
It was before your time.
Thank God.
But that was one of Coach Saban's like most famous rants, right?
Yeah.
That goes. He probably loved having that though.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I would say, man, he would coach harder when we were playing some of those smaller schools.
Right.
Those would be the weeks that he'd absolutely lose his shit. Like we'd be in team run and just going after it, and if it didn't look the way he wanted it to look or feel the way it was supposed to feel, he'd start the period over.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe we need to do that. Like, maybe we need to get in team run, man, and just absolutely beat the hell out of each other. And if it isn't going well, you know what I'm saying, for the defense, start the period over.
Yeah, right.
And just like, the thing I loved about Saban the most, the standard was the standard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just like, and there was no leeway on the standard. It didn't matter who you are. It didn't matter where you came from, what your position was on the team, what depth chart, like what position you were on the depth chart. The standard was the standard. There were plenty times before I was a starter, I was on a damn scout team getting cussed out.
Right.
And we weren't even running our shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like we're running the other team's playbook trying to get a defensive look.
Did he get in your ass some? I mean,
oh absolutely.
with the straw hat and the whistle.
Yeah, man. He come over there.
That
just
sleeveless gray shirt.
Like we're not getting no better with that shit. He just like pick it up. And we'd pick it up, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is. Like I was saying, man, there's times where everybody's just dog tired. But the thing about it at practice is, man, who cares if you're tired?
Yeah.
Because Saturday night, Saturday mornings, anytime you play, they're not going to care if you're tired.
No.
And he was huge on body language. If you were tired, then don't show it.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Get up and tell yourself, like, all right, it's time to play another play. Because when you think about it, man, in between snaps, a play lasts probably 5 seconds at most. 5 seconds at most.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to give maximum effort for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And you'll breathe in between snaps.
Yeah.
And that's the way
that's
we went about it.
We've talked so much about Coach Saban, but I never thought about him focusing on body language. But it's so true. I mean, I feel like that at my normal job, right? Like look, if we come on here and we act like we don't want to be here, why would anybody want to be here with us?
Exactly.
If you're playing sports and you look at the other team and they look tired or they look like they don't want to be there,
yeah.
I mean, you're giving them an advantage, a psychological advantage.
Absolutely.
And I felt like we were like that at Florida State last year. We just looked like we didn't want to be there.
Yeah, when somebody beats your ass and you just go out on the field like, oh,
and had no answers. And
right.
Saban always had an answer.
Always.
You know,
always.
I give Coach DeBoer a lot of credit because he's taken over for the greatest of all times, 3 years now. He's asked about it all the time. He always says the right thing. Hey, you know what? Like, I wanted this challenge. And a lot of people want to be the guy after the guy. He decided to take the challenge of being the guy right after the guy. Most people want to be the guy after the guy that comes in, right? Like the third guy, not the second guy. And he could have left. He could have went to Michigan, maybe Penn State too. But he's been loyal to his commitment at Alabama. And he also has done a nice job of paying attention to what's not working and trying to get it turned around. And the run game obviously is the focus of that, as we go into the start of the season.
Right. I mean, honestly, Mick, pressure is a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure is a privilege. If you know what I'm saying, if you're a head coach and nobody really gives a shit about your performance and what you're doing, then you've already lost. Right?
Yeah.
But to come in after a guy like Saban and to be judged on that high of a standard.
Oh, I know.
What a privilege that is.
Yeah.
Man. Because that's only going to make you better as a coach, and that's only going to make your football teams better.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because you know what it's supposed to look like. You know what it's supposed to feel like around here. And so until we get to that point and surpass that, I mean, the pressure is going to stay on.
Hey, it's almost like when when you started on here, I'm like, you read the comments, and comments are great now. And you get comments.
Yeah.
And some people hate me and some people love me. And you know what? As long as they're watching,
here. Right.
Like as long as you guys are commenting, and it's because people care, because they're watching, they're paying attention. You go to Washington, and it just isn't that way. Fresno State isn't that way. I mean, this Alabama football program is international. Like anywhere you go, you're going to run into Alabama fans if you have a Bama hat on. You're going to hear a Roll Tide anywhere that there are people on this earth.
Absolutely.
Which is crazy to think about.
I was all the way in South Carolina this summer, Mick. And, you know what I'm saying? Went to see my folks, took the family along, and we're walking through my folks' neighborhood, and I come upon this damn Crimson house. It's just like all these white and gray houses, the neighborhoods looking uniform, just gorgeous. And I come upon this sole Crimson house just in the middle of this damn neighborhood with a big ass Bama A on the front of it. And I'm just like, that's what I'm talking about.
You need to go. You should have knocked on the door.
I should have.
Hey, I just want to tell you, Roll Tide. Is that Shank?
But yeah, man. Like,
have you ever done anything like that before?
Nah, man. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, but it'd be funny as hell.
I mean, how would you feel if a big ass 6'6" black guy just randomly knocked on your door?
If it was you and you were like, hey, man, Roll Tide, I had an A on my house. Just wanted to introduce myself. Thank you for representing in South Carolina.
That reminds me, that reminds me of a story, man. Like when I first got done playing football and I moved back to Mobile with my wife, right? Man, I'm trying to figure out life. My first job back was being a door-to-door cable salesman.
Mm-hmm.
So I was selling cable and Wi-Fi for AT&T, man. And then I knock on this little old lady's door, and she looks through. She had like a glass window she could look through. It wasn't a peephole, and I could just see the pure terror on her face.
Oh God!
Like y'all know how big I am.
Yeah.
Like she's looking up through this window, and she closed it so fast.
She didn't recognize you as Shank.
I was just like, let me get the hell out of here before she called the cops, man.
That's got to be That's got to be not a fun job at all, right?
Nah, it sucked, man. I'm so happy I'm coaching ball now.
Yeah, right.
It's the best decision I ever made in my life.
Well, like to kind of wrap things up, and it's gone by fast. I mean, we're almost at an hour now. What are you thinking about where things are for Alabama football? What like the over under on the season is 8.5. I think the schedule's really tough.
Right.
And I can run through it all right now. I mean, like, because we've talked about it so much, but home against East Carolina, at Kentucky with a new coach. So, Lexington's going to be a rocking place. We've had tons of success against them, but still. Back home against Florida State, they beat us last year. Then South Carolina at home took, every time we play them, it's tough. I don't know why, but they always rise up against us. We beat them last year down there, and it didn't look like we were going to. And then at Mississippi State, which could be a tough game. Like they're better, and they almost beat Texas last year. They're tough at home.
Right.
And then when you get through that, guess what? You got Georgia at home, at Tennessee, home against Texas A&M, and all their money. Then you go to LSU and play Lane Kiffin. So that's a 4-game stretch where everybody's kind of focused on that when they need to be focused on the first game.
Right.
And then after that, you got talk about the great trap game is that you get to go play at Vandy where you lost last time. Um, Chattanooga, I mean, you'll win that. And then Auburn. I mean, that's a tough schedule to me.
It is. I think it's a tough schedule, absolutely. And I think that we shouldn't look at any game as if it's a toss-up for a win for us this year.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we're at a point as a program where we should go into every game like it's going to be a dogfight, because our SEC schedule, absolutely every game is going to be a dogfight.
Yeah.
And so I think we're at that critical moment where we're going to see if the culture is starting to set in, if we're you know what I'm saying, taking this seriously now.
Yeah.
Because we understand how tough it is to win in this division, and just how tough it is to win consistently.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we made it to the playoffs, but, you know, like, I know, like, that's not our standard. Just making it there isn't the standard.
Yeah.
Like, we give them credit for it, cool, but now going into this year, like, we want to make it further than what we did last year, and we want to continue to build on that. And I mean, who cares if it's a tough schedule? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that it could have been a tough schedule, couldn't have been a tough schedule.
Right.
Just like, people are gonna have their opinions about it, but as fans, you know what I'm saying, we have to understand that this is a different Bama now.
Yeah.
It's a different Bama, and we may not necessarily go out there and hang 50 points on teams. And we're not going to hold teams to damn 21 points a game.
Yeah, it's
anymore.
going to be closer games.
It's going to be closer games. And so
a lot of people complained about the blowouts. Well, guess what? Now you're dealing with the fact that there aren't going to be that many blowouts.
Right. And I mean,
which means you could lose.
Yeah. So I think we should just be prepared for a dogfight every single game. And as long as we take that mentality into the season, I think we'll be just fine. And we're going to lose a couple games. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think we're good enough as a team yet to where we're just going to run the gauntlet, where we're just going to beat everybody we play against.
Yep.
And on top of that, we're going to have injuries. 9 games in the SEC
yeah.
schedule.
How do they get through? How do they get through practice without injuries? That was an issue last year. Remember,
Right.
like we had like somebody getting hurt every day, and then you get into that first game against Florida State, and you're missing guys.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just one of those things where players are going to have to do what they need to do off the field. They're like rest and recovery, taking your nutrition serious. Just like, we got one of the best sports medicine staffs in the country on Jeff Allen. Like, go lean on those guys. Like, you get a bump or bruise, go see them right away. Like, it shouldn't be a thing to where you wait till it just get critically bad, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come out of practice and that shoulder's kind of sore, go see them right away. And it's just, we got to take rest and recovery serious.
What about the working out part of it? Could you, I feel like,
gotta have it.
like with, because Smitty did this and then Ryan Coleman Williams followed, like they would work on strengthening their ankles and stuff like that with exercises.
Yeah. And another thing, man, it's just like one thing that they hit home for us while we were at Bama, like the stuff that's on the schedule for you to do, that's bare minimum. Like, that's complete bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not check off and go. It's
do
this and more.
And so after practice, get in the weight room. They're like, get another lift in, get a post-practice lift in. I mean, on Sundays, go sit in the damn training room and get worked on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, we have some of the best staff in the country. We have just unlimited resources. Use that to your advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always say, like, Bama football is like football Disneyland.
Yeah, you've said that before.
It's like any and everything you could want from a football standpoint is there, man.
Cardinals.
Yeah, legit.
He got to the NFL and was like, what?
Right. And so you got to take advantage of that stuff, man, and just you'll get to learn that the more time you go put in the weight room, the more time you go put in the training room, and getting that rest and recovery, getting in the hot and cold tubs, it'll allow your body to recover, and you'll stay fresher for longer. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to practice, you can't go out and try to practice at one speed one day,
right,
and then try to pick it up another day.
Yep.
Like I said about Saban, the standard is the standard, and so we practice at such a high intensity. We got used to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get used to being physical every day at practice. You get used to those dog fights at practice. And before you know it, injury is a thing of the past.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or at the very least, your recovery time is cut in half because now your body is used to it.
Right.
Now you're going to see Jeff Allen about the stuff that you need to see him about. You're getting those post practice workouts in. You're putting on more muscle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're more durable. And so by doing all that stuff, man, you basically make yourself bulletproof, literally. Like we had a guy get shot and end up playing in the game.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Like you literally become bulletproof, man.
You're like Tupac now.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the stuff you got to do. Like this, you only get 5 years max to play college football. Well, supposed to be.
Yeah, no.
You're only supposed to get 5 years.
Eventually, it'll be like that
football.
again.
So for 5 years, that has to be the most important thing in the world to you outside of your academics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you got to do in class, keep the grades right. But after that, the only thing that should matter to you is football and how you can get better and how to perfect your craft. And that's in the weight room, that's in the training room, and that's in film.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do those 3 things, man, like injuries will drop significantly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how you attack it.
Yeah, and the other thing is having depth too, where you're not out there tired. You got another guy that can come in.
You got to have some depth.
Yeah.
You got to be.
And it sounds like on the defense, they're in good shape there.
Yeah.
We're brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias is going to be there Saturday.
Fluffy.
I love him. Yeah. August 15th. So that's a week from now. Tickets are still available for that. Then on Saturday, August 22nd, some of you guys love bingo, and it's $10,000 that you can win your share of playing bingo on Saturday, August 22nd. It's a $35 buy-in. That would be a lot of fun.
It does sound fun.
You know, just
I might want parts of that.
Yeah, that may be when you go up there, and we'll talk about that.
No doubt.
And then on September 5th, J1 and West Love are going to be there at Silver Star Convention Center. So that's what they got lined up, but we've talked about it. There's always, acts going on the weekends at the different bars. Silver Star is the older one. It's got the ambiance. Golden Moon's the newer one. It's got the sports book. It's got Mom and Them's restaurant, the Circle Bar in there. And then the convention center. There's a pedestrian walkway, table games and slots. Best slot game, like from here to Vegas. I mean, they've got you covered in that area too. And it's open all the time. It's 24/7. So when you're there, you can have just a blast and stay up as late as you want to. Dancing Rabbit Golf Course is going. It's the Augusta you can play. You don't have to have a membership. You can even stay at the clubhouse there. We've stayed out there before when we've been there to do shows. It's awesome. You open your window, go down, get a breakfast sandwich. The clubhouse shop's great. But they got everything you need at Pearl River. I can't wait for you to go. I can't wait to get your assessment of it.
I'm excited, man. You know I'm going to give an honest review on the food Fat Boy going to eat. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, Philip M. Steakhouse.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, man. What do they call that? It's like the Pittsburgh flair or something. It's like a like a char on the top of the steak.
Ooh.
Like a quick char. Oh, it's so good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Making me salad.
You got to try the saffron chowder too. You wouldn't believe that Pearl River has the best chowder I've ever had.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, like you get there.
You're from Baltimore.
I know, but I mean, like I like crab soup.
Ooh.
But this chowder is just unbelievable. And then they have I always go with the shrimp and Brussels sprouts, two of my favorite combo right there. Then they have like this Asian sauce with it. But I can't wait to get your assessment of Pearl River because you're going soon. And you guys can do the same thing. It's an hour and a half from Tuscaloosa, 2 and change from Birmingham. It's not even far for us down here on the coast. So check those guys out. Go to the Timeout Sports Lounge and you put your money where your thoughts are on this Alabama football team. You think that they can, win over 8.5 games? You could bet on that. It's just like, 20 big screen TVs in there. You got the kiosk that's manned by a person, the window manned by a person, and then the individual kiosks and the main kiosks there. So a lot of places you can bet. There's tables to sit and hang out, drinks and all that stuff. It's everything you need at Pearl River. So any final thoughts, Shank? Great to see you again.
Oh, man. I'm excited about the season. We're almost there. How many days now?
28.
28 days.
28 days.
That gets me fired up.
That's
man.
crazy. It makes me nervous because we got the tailgate radio show that I got to have everything ready for. which is 27 days away because we're
Right.
gonna be at Innisfree. You got football, or you'd be there with us on
Right.
Friday. It'd be Jay Coker and me, and then all of our guests and stuff. But we'll be there 1 to 3 on Fridays before home games.
Nice.
And we love Innisfree. It's a great fit for us. We get that
Absolutely.
first room. You know, a lot of you guys come and hang with us. It's so much fun. It's like
No doubt.
the vibe in there. And if you get an off week, you got to come up and do the
I
show
will,
with us.
man.
You'll
First
love
bye
it.
week I get, I'm coming up.
Yeah, come on.
But man, I'm excited about the season. I'm excited about the moves we're making on this team, man, because we're not complacent, and you can see it in the way the board's moving. The guys we're bringing in, trying to get this team better right away. So just keep a positive outlook on the season. Like I said, every game is going to be treated like a dogfight because it's going to be. It's going to be a tough season. And as I always say, stay positive, love each other, and roll tide.
Roll Tide.
So, Jake, let's break down some game tape.
Hold on, fellas. Steve,
Hey, Jake, you ready to rock?
let's roll, brother.
Guess we're calling plays at Pearl River Resort. Wow, Jake's first throw scores. And Steve's got the crowd pumped. Man, they're absolutely rolling.
'Cause I don't have to be me till Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I ain't gonna face reality.
I tell you, Jake's still got game. While Steve keeps rocking aces. Boom, Jake seals it with a pick.
Come call your own plays.
At Pearl River Resort, let's roll.
I don't have to be me till Monday,